only superchlorinate your pool when needed. Usually after a party, after heavy rainfalls, or if your water begins to turn a little bit murky, should you press the superchlorinate button. And number 3, add the product Salt Revise to your water, halfway through the season ideally. The benefits of complying to all these 3 steps will help prolong the salt cell, prolong your pool's equipment and your pool's liner, and your water will also be a lot more comfortable for you to swim in.
pH is a scale measurement of how acidic or basic your water is. For optimal water balance, you'll want to maintain a pH level of about 7.4 to 7.6. Having a pH level that's lower or higher can cause your water to be slightly corrosive. This can slowly damage your pool's equipment and liner, which can be very costly in the long run. You should note that rainwater is slightly acidic, and so you'll want to test your water after every major rainfall. In order to balance your pH, you're going to add products called pH Plus and pH Minus to your water.
pH Plus is a base and pH Minus is an acid. You can use these products to make adjustments to the pH level of your water. These products are very easy to add to your pool. Simply open the container and add the appropriate amount over the surface of the water.
Alkalinity is an important chemical in water balance. It works to ensure that your pH doesn't fluctuate severely from minor pH changes, such as rainfall or pool usage. For optimal water balance, you want to maintain an alkalinity concentration in your pool of about 120 parts per million. You should note that adding alkalinity to your water also raises your pH level. So if you notice that both your alkalinity and pH are low, you'll want to make sure to add the alkalinity first, then add the pH if you need to make any further adjustments.
Alkalinity is a measure of your pool's ability to neutralize acids. It helps to prevent your pH from fluctuating severely from minor pH changes like rainwater and pool usage. It helps you maintain proper water balance much more easily. You should have an alkalinity level of about 120 parts per million. The product Alkalinity Plus increases your pool's alkali level. To add Alkalinity Plus to your water, you first need to mix it in a bucket and then pour the liquid solution over the surface of the pool.
When we talk about water hardness, we're talking about the concentration of dissolved calcium in your pool water. For optimal water balance, you'll want to maintain a calcium concentration in your pool of about 200 to 400 parts per million. This will ensure that your water is not too soft or too hard. Water that is too soft will cause corrosion to your pool's equipment, and water that is too hard will cause scaling on your pool's surfaces. Both can be very detrimental to your pool's liner as well as your pool's equipment, so you'll want to make sure to get it just right.
The product, Calcium Plus, will increase your water's hardness level. To add this product, you need to mix it in a bucket with water until you reach a liquid solution. Carefully pour the solution over the surface of the water and around the perimeter of the pool.
Cyanuric acid, more commonly referred to as stabilizer, is used in your pool to help maintain a stronger chlorine reading for a longer period of time. For proper water balance, you want to maintain a stabilizer concentration of anywhere from 30 to 50 parts per million. Without stabilizer present in your water, UV rays from the sun will eat away at your chlorine and reduce your chlorine concentration before it has a chance to properly sanitize your water. This is why it's very important to maintain your stabilizer concentration in your pool.
Cyanuric acid, or stabilizer, keeps the sun's UV rays from eating away at the chlorine residual of your water. You typically only need to add stabilizer to your water once a year. If you have a salt system, stabilizer comes in the form of a product called Salt 1. To add Salt 1 to the water, simply pour the powder over the surface of the water. To add stabilizer, sprinkle the product into the skimmer and be sure to not backwash for the following 4 days.
We just went over the 5 pillars of water balance. However, there are several other chemical products that you may need to add to your pool periodically to ensure a clean, clear, and comfortable pool. Clarifiers, Metaban and Stain Protect, Algicide, and muriatic acid are all examples of other products you may need to add to your water periodically throughout the summer.
Filter cleaner. You can use this product once a year to help clean either your sand filter or your cartridge filter. Stain Prevent. This is a product you will want to add in at the beginning and end of every pool season to help prevent from unsightly staining that can occur on your vinyl liner. Algicides. They can be used in addition to chlorine on a weekly basis to help prevent algae from growing in your pool. Skin Silk is a water conditioner that helps increase bather comfort within your pool.
If you notice algae growth beginning to occur in your pool, you'll immediately want to take steps to terminate the algae.
Algae is a form of plant life that can grow in your pool. It can turn your pool cloudy, give the water a greenish tinge, and form a sediment film on your liner. You want to avoid algae growth in your pool because it can have the following adverse effects: mild to severe stomach aches, ear infections, lung infections, and athlete's foot. Algae growth can occur from having an insufficient amount of sanitizer present in your water, and once the algae is established, it can defend from chlorine sanitizing your pool.
So how do you go about killing the algae? Well, I'll tell you.
The procedure for terminating algae is as follows. Attach a wall brush to your vacuum pool and scrub the entire liner of your pool thoroughly. This is a very important process as it helps lift the algae that is on your liner and causes it to become suspended in the water. You then want to superchlorinate the water, which is adding 2 times your weekly shot quantity. Make sure to do this during the evenings as UV rays can burn away your sanitizer. Then you want to add an algicide. This process is optional, however, it will greatly help in terminating the algae. You want to use a high concentration algicide for this process, AlgaKill 600 for moderate algae growth, or AlgaPro 50 for more severe cases. You will also need to backwash or clean your filter during this period, as bacteria and algae may become lodged in the filter. We will get into the filter cleaning procedures later in the video. If the algae is not fully removed after your first attempt, you will simply have to repeat this process until it is fully destroyed. Many times, the death of algae causes the water to turn cloudy. The cloudiness will eventually subside. However, if you want to clear your pool sooner, you can add a clarifier to your pool. For more help with preventing and removing algae from your pool, consult the friendly staff at your local Mermaid Pool store for helpful advice.